What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well, feeling great, and enjoying freedom. It's a great day to have a great day. Today, I wanted to rethink and add a little bit of more commentary to the war between the Type 1 American Silver Eagle and the Type 2 American Silver Eagle. We're going to get into it, but really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for daily videos. Subscribe to my second channel for weekly videos. Get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel. We got the limited edition Christmas line up for grabs until December 25th. Portion of the proceeds are going to St. Jude's. Try out some G Fuel Energy Formula, $5 off your first order by clicking the link in the description. They have buy one, get one free sales going on all month this month. And of course, last but certainly not least, make sure to go and get your up to 12 free fractional shares by downloading Webull and funding your account. Refer one friend and they're going to give you 15 free fractional shares for the referral. Refer 3 friends by the end of the month and they're going to give you all the way up to 20 free shares of Apple, guaranteed at least one. And for every friend you refer that enables crypto trading, Webull's going to give you $5 worth of a crypto of your choice. Everything will be linked in the description. Okay, so today, I wanted to talk a little bit about the Type 1 and the Type 2 American Silver Eagle. That's what we have sitting here on screen. And for those of you who have been following the channel for at least 2 years now, you'll know that I've made plenty of videos talking about the Type 2 American Silver Eagle and why I do not like it. It's for a variety of different reasons. Number one, the design. I just wasn't a big fan of the way that it looks. This is the Type 2 over here. For those of you who do not know, this is the American Silver Eagle, the original, the classic, the Type 1. My favorite, my preferred between the two. And then, of course, the new one right here that was just released about a year and a half ago. So my original issue with the Type 2 Silver Eagle wasn't necessarily the design. Of course, if I had to choose between which design, like which one do I like better? Yeah, of course I like the Type 1 better. I would say that most people probably align with that way of thinking, but it actually goes beyond that right there. It's not really so much the design, because at the end of the day, silver. Silver is silver if it's just silver. Point blank, period. That's what matters at the end of the day. Is it silver? Yes. Okay, cool. I'll take it. So what's the issue? It's the ability to be recognized. That's the issue that I have, at least. It's not so much the design. That's not what's important. What's important is its ability to be recognized. Now, unfortunately, when it comes to the ability to be recognized, what's the most important thing? The design. That's why so many people were fuming when the news broke that the American Silver Eagle, our beloved American Silver Eagle, was getting a new look. We didn't like it for that reason right there. I remember saying before the design was even released, before we even knew what it looked like, no, God, please, no, don't change it. If you want to keep it the same but add something to it, sure. If you want to add a security feature to what we already have, absolutely. You got my vote, but don't change the look. I love the way it looks, and it's important that it maintains its ability to be recognized. Now, fortunately for all of us, the obverse stayed the same. See right here, 2021, that was the year that the new ones were dropped. Middle of the year, actually. 2021 rolled around and they were still putting out Type 1 Silver Eagles, and halfway through the year, that's when the Type 2 was put out. So, obverse, same thing. Reverse, whole new look. But like I said, my original issue was I didn't want them to change the design. I don't like change as it is. Even if it's changed for the better, I still always have my guard up. I'm like, no, I like things the way that they are, even if it's more difficult, even if this is going on. I like things the way that they are. I don't like change. So that was it, number one. 2, I was like, no, if you change the way it looks, yeah, not only am I not going to like that, but on top of that, now you're reducing its ability to be recognized because people aren't familiar with the Type 2 as they are with the Type 1. And then 3, when the design was actually released, I was like, Yeah, I was correct. I really don't like that now that I'm looking at it. But here's the thing. We've had some time. Here's the thing. A year has gone by. A year and a half about has gone by. And the Type 2 is here to stay, whether we like it or not. And the way I see it is all this time has gone by. By the way, I apologize for any background noise. That was a garbage truck that just drove past. I actually found a new film location. It's at a park, and there's a playground right over here, but thankfully there are no kids or Italians, so it's pretty quiet. So if you hear a car driving past, not a whole lot I can do about that. Anyway, time has gone by, and I've noticed one thing. If we continue stomping our feet, kicking and screaming and complaining, it's not going to bring the Type 1 back. And I've also noticed something else. Whether you prefer the Type 1 and that's all you're going to stack, or you prefer the Type 2 and that's all you're going to stack, or you don't really care and you're stacking them both either way, here's the thing. Both of them are still American Silver Eagles, and unfortunately, American Silver Eagles still 2.5 or maybe even 3 years later since the big crash of 2020, going on 3 years later, since the big crash of 2020 when the premiums skyrocketed. Silver Eagle premiums are still up there. Premiums have come down on silver. The rounds, the bars, other coins like the Maple Leaf, the Philharmonic, the Kangaroo, stuff like that. Yeah, they're carrying higher everything's carrying a higher premium than it did 3 years ago. But the premiums have declined a little bit. Silver Eagle premiums, I don't believe they have. Maybe they have, but they're still up there. The Silver Eagle is now a high premium coin. That's just the way it is now. So here's the thing. Whether you're stacking the Type 1, the Type 2, or both, you're still paying a higher premium for either of the coins. For both of the coins. And I am not a high premium silver kind of guy. In fact, I haven't picked up any Silver Eagles since before the crash of 2020. February of 2020 was the last time I picked up silver before the crash, and I picked up some Silver Eagles at the time, as I would do every month, sometimes twice a month, or sometimes even more. Then the crash of 2020 happened and the premium skyrocketed, so I was like, all right, last year or the year before I started integrating 90% of the stack, let me focus a little bit more on that for the time being. Some time had gone by. Many of us spent the entire year of 2020 complaining about whatever the Type 2 was going to look like, and then when it was finally released in 2021, I picked up 6 of them, and the only reason I picked up 6 was because from a dollar bill amount perspective, that's how much I needed to spend to get free shipping, so I figured, why not? But the only reason I picked up a couple to begin with was just because I wanted to have them. I thought that they would be cool for videos so that I could make a video at some point in the future, aka the one that I'm filming today, rethinking the Type 2 Silver Eagle, or comparing and contrasting the Type 1 to the Type 2, or unboxing the Type 2s, or doing an in-depth review, or showing off the security feature, which is a missing read, by the way, for those of you who did not know. That missing read right there, yeah, that's a security feature. Don't ask, I don't understand either. I knew that I'd be able to make a plethora of videos just by getting a Type 2 Silver Eagle or 2, or 6 in my case. That's the only reason I got them. But since the crash of 2020, that's all I've done. I've picked up just that one handful of Type 2 Silver Eagles. I haven't picked up any since. And guess what? I also haven't picked up any Type 1 Silver Eagles since. I've only picked up 90% for the most part, a couple rounds, a couple of bars, and a couple of random miscellaneous coins, and a little bit of gold. I have not picked up any Silver Eagles other than those 6 Type 2s. And it's exclusively because of the premiums. I'm not protesting it. I'm not boycotting it. That's not why. I just figured I can get the same amount of silver for a smaller dollar bill amount. Why pay $12 over spot when I can pay $3, $4, $5, $6 over spot? That was my theory at the time. I'm just going to use some hypothetical arbitrary numbers right now because I can't remember exactly off the top of my head, but when the spot price of silver first surpassed the $20 mark in 2020, Silver Eagles, they weren't going for $20. That's just what spot price was. Stack price for the Silver Eagle was $30 or more. It was a $10+ premium just for a Silver Eagle, just for one. So spot price is $20, but to get a Silver Eagle, you were looking at least $30. Meanwhile, the Maple Leaf, let's just say, was $26, $27, $28. It's the same amount of silver. It's a troy ounce of silver either way. And what did I say toward the beginning of the video? Silver is silver if it's just silver. That's what's important. So I spent the first half of the video, or a majority of the video, talking about its ability to be recognized and why I didn't like the design change and blah, 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 blah. But here's the thing. When it's all melted down, it's just silver. You see these two coins that I have on display, a Type 1 and a Type 2? Guess what? If I melted them both down, it's not like anybody would say, hey, can I have that melted Type 1? Don't give me the melted Type 2. No. It's two melted down troy ounces of silver. It doesn't matter. You could blend them together. And that's a 2 troy ounce poured silver bar or whatever. It's not a Type 3 Silver Eagle. It's not a Type 1 and a Type 2 blended together Silver Eagle, special edition. No, it's a 2 troy ounce little piece of silver. And that's what's important. When it's all melted down, that's what matters. Who cares if it's a Type 1? Who cares if it's a Type 2? Get your hands on whatever you can get your hands on for the smallest dollar bill amount. That's what it's about when it comes to stacking. If you're a coin collector, on the other hand, whole different ball game, completely different beast. I am not a coin collector. I'm stacking silver for weight. It's my form of financial defense. Why would I pay a higher premium to financially defend myself the same way I would if I was paying a lower premium? In fact, paying a lower premium gets you even more financial defense because you can get more silver for the same amount of currency. Why pay more if all you're doing is simply stacking? If you find something cool, if you find something interesting, if you find something unique or special or commemorative or whatever the case may be, and you want to get it, and you're not a fan of the premium, but you like it, and if you decide, hey, you know what, I like it enough and it's worth the premium, sure, there's nothing wrong with doing that every once in a while. I've done that several times over the last couple of years, but 9 times out of 10, or even 9.9 times out of 10, or 3 nines fine out of 10, I'm just going for the lowest possible premium silver I can get my hands on, which is why I spent the entire year of 2020 picking up 90% junk constitutional silver. That's what I was going after. And to this day, that's now my preference, just because I can get I can get more of it for a cheaper amount. That's what it's about. It's about the silver. It's not about the Silver Eagle. It's about the silver. That's what's important. That's what matters to me. That's number one. Forget if it's a Type 1. Forget if it's a Type 2. Close your eyes! Put one in one hand, one in the other. Guess what? You're holding on to 2 troy ounces of silver. 1 troy ounce in each hand. That right there is the number one priority. When it comes to stacking, that is. Now, yes, of course, its ability to be recognized is still important. But guess what? As time goes by, the Type 2 will become more and more recognized. And if you're in the world of precious metals, if you're stacking or coin collecting, or really if you know the first thing about coins, then you probably have an idea that the US Mint changed the look of the Silver Eagle in 2021. If you're dealing with somebody in the precious metal community, or you're dealing with somebody that works at a coin shop, or you're dealing with people at a coin show, they're gonna know what it is. It's the Silver Eagle, with a security feature that pretty much none of us seem to really understand. I don't know how it's a security feature. It was the U.S. Mint's way of combating replicas. I don't know. You can replicate a missing reed. Just remove a reed from a fake coin. I don't know. Anyway, those are just some of my thoughts. I wanted to rethink the American Silver Eagle Type 1 versus Type 2 debate or war, because we were at war for a little while. We were furious for whatever reason. Well, we had our reasons, rightfully so. But at the end of the day, like I said, the most important thing is whether or not it's silver. It shouldn't be a matter of Type 1 versus Type 2. It should be a matter of silver versus something that isn't silver. If you're looking for silver, and the coin on the table is made out of silver, and you can get it for a fair price, that right there, numero uno! I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. Do you still have a preference between the Type 1 and the Type 2? Me, obviously, I'd go with the Type 1, but when it comes down to it, it really doesn't matter to me anymore. I'm not stacking either of them at this point to begin with, so, you know, who am I to still complain about something that I'm not even engaging in anymore? I've moved on to 90% and generic rounds and bars and whatnot, and other miscellaneous coins. But I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. If you guys like today's video, please hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. Go and get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel in the biggest possible way. Remember, we have the limited edition Christmas line, only available until December 25th. A portion of the proceeds are going to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Get one while you can. Try out some G Fuel energy formula. $5 off your first order by clicking the link in the description, and it's December, so they have buy one, get one free sales going on all throughout the month. So go ahead and buy one, go ahead and get one free, and go ahead and get $5 off on top of that. And of course, last but certainly not least, make sure to go and get your up to 12 free fractional shares by downloading Webull and funding your account. You could deposit as little as you'd like, even as little as a penny. It still works, it still counts, you still get your up to 12 free fractional shares. Refer one friend to the app and they're going to give you 15 free fractional shares for the referral of some of the most rock-solid companies on the planet, by the way. Ford, Coca-Cola, Starbucks, Apple, the list goes on. If you refer 3 friends by the end of the month, they're going to give you all the way up to 20 free shares of Apple. You're guaranteed at least one, but you have the opportunity of winning all the way up to 20, so don't pass up on an opportunity. And last but certainly not least, for every friend you refer that enables crypto trading on the platform, Webull's going to give you $5 worth of a crypto of your choice between Bitcoin, Ethereum, Doge, Sheeb, and Cardano. Everything will be linked in the description. And I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know, once again, what are your thoughts on everything shared in today's video when it comes to the Type 1 American Silver Eagle versus the Type 2 American Silver Eagle? Do you have a preference? Do you not care? Do you prefer one over the other? Do you refuse to stack one of them? Are you stacking both? Maybe you're not stacking either. Maybe you don't even like the Silver Eagle to begin with. And you're like, absolutely not. I'm only stacking Maples and Philharmonics and Britannias and whatnot. Let me know in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you tomorrow. Don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.